Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. At the moment, I'm currently working on a Franken PC build, but the only thing I didn't have was a CPU cooler. And since we used every single one of them on all of our other machines, we had to purchase another one. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button right now and turn on that little bell to receive notifications. In this video, I'll be showing you how to install the Coolermaster MasterLiquid ML240L RGB on both 115X and 20XX sockets, so let's jump into it. First off the bat, we're going to install it on the 1150X socket. You'll want to look for this plastic bracket because you use this to install it on any socket that doesn't have a retention system. Right, so you see these three lines here? The middle one is for 1150X, so you want to pick up these little standoff screw thingamajiggies and put them in the holes and kind of line them up with that second notch, and then push on these plastic retention bitties and they'll actually hold place on that second part. Give it a little bit of a wiggle to, see if it stays in place. Pretty much what you want to do here is rinse and repeat. So you'll want to grab the remaining three of these, let's call them pegs, and just get the plastic bitties and do all the things and make sure they align, and then Bob is your proverbial uncle. Right, now that we are done with that, you just want to flip it over and see that all of the things look right, and then flip over your motherboard and push them in through the holes that are drilled through the board from factory, and Bob's your uncle. Again, he's constantly my uncle. Right, so you'll notice that the four pegs are now sticking out, and what we're going to do now is get these little brackets, they're also supplied, and attach them to the water block itself. There are holes drilled for these and screws supplied. The only screws that fit are the right screws for this. So you'll want to screw them in on the outer holes if you're using this kind of socket anyway. Let's just speed ahead. Okay, let's pull the plastic off the copper block because you don't want that on there, otherwise all the bad things will happen when you're actually cooling your system. Next is the thermal paste. I'll skip this part because we'll show you how to do that in the next part. This is basically because I'm not using this motherboard. This is for demonstration purposes only. Alright, so you want to lower that water block on like so, and use these little thumb nuts and put them on each corner. Now don't do them up all of the way, otherwise it'll be impossible to put them all on. Kind of just get them to sit there with like half a turn and just go around in any direction you like, so the force is distributed evenly around the entire socket. Pretty straightforward stuff here. Anyway, so what you want to do is do that, and Alright, now you've done that, you've done it on the 1150X socket. Let's jump over to the 20XX socket. Now, this is a little bit different because the retention system is built into the socket and you don't need a backplate. You see these little thumb screws? I just quickly flashed that there. They actually screw into the front of the socket. Like I said, no rear brackets are required for 20XX sockets because Intel is nice enough to include the retention system on the socket itself. Rightio, so what I like to do first off the bat is just give it a bit of a test fit just to see if everything's lining up, and pretty straightforward stuff. It looks like it fits, right? Yeah, that looks good. Anyway, moving right along. This is the part that is for both types of sockets. You want to install the fans. Now, Coolermaster is nice enough to supply long thumb screws to mount the fans so you don't accidentally slip screwdrivers and stab holes in your shiny new water cooling radiator. That'd kind of suck, right? Anywho, you just put them in with your thumbs, as you can see here. Really easy, really nice. I think more companies should do this. It'll make life a lot easier and faster. Anywho, let's move right along to the part that you'll need to do on both sockets, and that will also be installing the radiator. So let's just speed it up here and do the install. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. It's time for thermal paste. Now this is pretty easy. You want to put a P-dot size on a 1150X chip, but on a 20XX you need to put a little bit more considering the IHS is considerably bigger. Now this is where the fun will start to begin. What we want to do now is grab those thumb nuts that we used on the 1150X socket and screw them in and use the same method, and I'll just speed it up so you don't have to watch me doing it. Right, now we want to plug power in for the pump. On your motherboard you'll see the headers. It'll be called whatever you want. You can plug it in wherever you like. It doesn't really matter at this point in time. Now we're on to the RGB goodness. Now this little controller guy here will do all of the controlling for the RGB, and you'll also have a little Molex power connector thing. You guys know how I feel about Molex. I'm not too excited about it. Anyway, you'll want to pick up the controller and this little bit here, you'll want to plug it in just like so, and you're ready to power the little controller. Alright, so plug in that Molex power. This might take a few goes because Molex is really and it doesn't usually go in the first time when you're that lucky. Anyway, feed through the cables from the inside. These are from the fans. This is both the lighting and power for the fans. Just feed them through so we can have a look and see what they're up to. We're gonna use these now. So you'll see all of the connectors here. What we're gonna address first is the RGB, considering we just got the RGB connected. Right, so you'll want to grab these little, I think I called them pinamajiggers in the unboxing, but yeah, you'll want to grab these little pinamajiggers and they plug into the holes that you see on the controller and also onto the leads that for the lighting. I don't know if I'm making sense today. Anyway, you see this little triangle? This is the power, so you'll want to line them up on each of them with the arrows so they work and don't do weird things. Anyway, this is what I mean. Check this out. See, the arrows are lining up together. See? See? Nice and easy. I keep saying see, but whatever. Anywho, we're almost at the end of this, guys, so sit tight while I speed this up and we do it to all of the connectors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the business end. Now, this is where we're going to plug in the power for the fans. This is pretty straightforward. With the supplied connector, you just plug them in and you are ready to go. So yeah, plug them in, guys. Come on, stop wasting time. And then you'll want to feed them back through the inside of the case and plug them into a free header. And that's it. We are done with the install. The MasterLiquid Pro can be purchased down below via the links in the description. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you know what to do and tell us what you didn't like about it. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comments. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I'm Nick with Gear Seekers. You peek, we seek, we out.